now.
All right, here we are for the next session on day 6 of 11 days of global unity and focused on children and youth. Take it away, Heidi and Jackie.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Rick.
Thank you.
And what a beautiful day we're having so far. Please watch videos beforehand and afterwards. There's more coming up. So today we are here to celebrate children and youth and working as love in action. And I'm here with Jackie Parker. And Jackie is amazing. And we're going to do a new story workshop with you. You can do this from home. Anytime you click on this video, grab yourself, what, Jackie, do they need a piece of paper and a pen?
Yes, you need a piece of paper and a pen.
And that's it.
And
So we'll give you a second to grab that while you have a listen to Jackie. And she's going to give us a brief intro into her work. Very multifaceted, super talented, and been doing this for quite some time. So I'm sure everyone's going to enjoy themselves as we write a new story, because it's time for a new story. We're done with the old story. We're moving into the newness, and we're bringing it in one by one as we become a we-based society. Mwah! Love you, Rick.
Bye-bye.
Moving to the we from the me, right? All right, we got this. Okay, thanks, Rick. Jackie, go ahead, love. Please tell us about yourself a little and let us know you as you show us how to do the new story. Let's bring this in.
I will. Okay, first of all, I have been wanting to write since I'm 7 years old, and I've been writing since I'm 7 years old, even though writing is not easy for me. I can help people to write, so it's easy for them, but writing is never easy for me. So I just want to tell all of you out there who have a little bit of a hard time writing, don't worry about it. All you have to do is let your stories fill you up, and then they will lead you, even when it gets difficult. You don't have to be a good speller if you're a kid. As a matter of fact, a lot of great writers could not spell at all. You just have to let those stories come through you. Let yourself be inspired, which also means breathing really deeply. That's another meaning for the word inspiration. So today we're going to write from imagination, which means open up those doors, open up the cages. Inspiration, let yourself be filled with your breath, and then into creation, which comes from a pen or a computer. We don't know, okay? Today's stories are because we need a new story on this earth. Our earth is in trouble. I thought we would start with dreams, because dreams have such great things to give us. Sometimes dreams can tell us what our future is. Sometimes a dream can be something that we've had when we're asleep, but it has an interesting message for us. So today I'm going to let you choose what kind of dream you'd like to talk about in your story. It could be a dream you have for yourself in your future. It could be a dream you have for all of us in the world, or it could be an actual dream that you had one day or one night that is so strange you'd like to use your imagination and put it down on the page. So we have imagination, we have inspiration, and the next thing is creation. All of our dreams are needed today. Nobody's is a wrong dream. This is the time when everybody's dreams need to come in together so we can build the world that we want to have. And you, particularly you children, you are the best at it because you are close to imagination. So here's the story. You can get ready with your notebook. And Heidi, if you can put it on the chat also, I sent it to you, that would be great. But first I'm going to read it and you can let yourself get inspired and start to write. So here's the story with 6 different things you can put in it. First of all, what's the first thing you see in your dream? What else do you see? Next, What happens in your dream? If you are in it, what do you do? If any words are said, what are they? Finally, what question is your dream asking? And what does your dream want us to know? Another good thing to know when you're writing a story is if you can put a color word in your story, we'll get to see it. And we love to see colors in our minds. I'm going to suggest the color blue, but your dream might have another color you want to include. Another good thing to include is a sound. I'm going to suggest the sound of thunder in your dream, but if your dream has a different sound, use that. And now, just let yourself write. Try to write without stopping. Let the words come right through your hands. Don't think. Let the story tell itself. If you want, when you're finished, you can draw a picture. So now, take about 10 minutes or 15 minutes, or really as long as you like, to write your story. I'm going to pause for just a little bit. We'll put the words that will help you write the story on the chat box so you can see them. And then I'll come back and give you some insights into what a good thing is to do after you've written a story. Okay, let's pretend your writing time is over. What do you do when you've written a story? Do you read it to somebody in your family? Do you keep it in a notebook, in your room? Do you share it with your best friend? Stories are really important to be shared because they often have wisdom, not just for us, but for other people. And very often, reading our stories to somebody else or to a group of people is going to give somebody something they really needed to hear. And in this time of our Earth's new story, we need to hear each other's stories. So I'm going to give you a suggestion about how to listen when somebody reads you a story. You can tell them what you heard in their story that was beautiful to you. You can tell them something that really moved you, that touched your heart. You can tell them what you heard in their story that was really courageous, because sometimes it takes courage to write a true story. And we need to know this as writers. You can also tell a person what they wrote in your story that inspired you. Sometimes we hear a story and it gives us a wonderful idea for what we can do in our lives, what we want to do. And finally, you can tell the writer what you heard, what they said that you really needed to hear. These are the ways that the writer gets to learn what they wrote. Usually, as writers, we don't know. And sometimes we're so busy criticizing ourselves, thinking what's wrong, thinking somebody else's story is better. We need to hear from other people what our stories have to give them. You can start a story circle with your friends and do just those things. Write your stories and tell each other what you hear that's beautiful, that's moving, that's courageous, that's inspiring, or what the writer wrote that you really needed to hear. So write your stories, share them. If any teachers are listening, this is a wonderful thing to do when you're teaching people, because when people are inspired to write their own stories, writing comes much more easily. And when you can teach people that you don't have to worry about spelling or anything else in the beginning, you're really writing the way writers write. We call it doing a first draft. We have notebooks, we have yellow pads, we have pages and pages before we get to what a book looks like. There's a lot of time spent, a lot of changes, a lot of editing. The most important thing is the inspiration, that it comes from the heart of the writer, that the writer feels comfortable to put their words down on the page, and that the writer has an audience who's going to receive these words with love and deep interest. So I hope you enjoy your writing story about dreams. If you write them and like to send them in, I'd be happy to read them. You can send them to me at thepowerofourstories@gmail.com. And people are always looking for good stories to hear and to share. Enjoy your writing. And remember, this is for all of us. When you create, when you use your imagination, you're doing something for everybody now and down into the future. Thank you, Heidi.
Fantastic. Thanks, Jackie.
You're welcome.
I was getting ready to write, and then you brought us out of it really quick, and there wasn't any time to write. So I hope everybody got Jackie's email, thepowerofourstories@gmail.com, because she's right. And Jackie, we have a good 10 minutes before we
Okay.
have the next panel. Is there any way we can just hold space for people for like 5 minutes to just do a quick writing?
Absolutely.
Can we? Because I want to do this. I don't have any other time in the day to do it, but right now we have like 15 people online with us. So
that's
and I have
wonderful.
to copy and pasted the instructions so I can share our screen, and let's do a time of 5 minutes. Can we do that?
Oh, absolutely. But
Yay!
yes, that would be wonderful.
Okay, great. Okay, everybody. So I hope you have your pen and paper ready, because I already asked you to do that.
I'm right too.
Oh, fantastic. Let's write the new story, everybody. Okay, yay. All right, I'm going to share my screen, and everybody's going to have the instructions, and we'll set the timer as soon as I put the instructions up. Okay, so here we go. Sharing my screen. Okay. So tell the story of a dream you have. It can be a real dream, or a dream you imagine, or a dream that holds your wish for the future. What is the first thing you see in your dream? All right, ready? We have 5 minutes starting now. All right, everybody, wrap it up to where you feel like the story's at a good place for you.
Okay. Lovely.
I feel better.
You always feel better when you write.
And when you write a new story, it's like better than a new outfit or better than a new car because it's something you're living and you're living it in your imagination for that time you're with it, right?
Absolutely.
Thanks,
And
Jackie.
there's also, these stories are waiting inside of us.
Yes, they are.
Stories wait inside of us. Yep.
Yay.
They want to be told.
They want to be told. They want to
That's
be
what
written first and then shared. And may you never foist your opinion on yourself and others so that you can remain creative, right? Creativity, Stanislavski, he's a famous theater actor. It says that when we foist our opinion on ourselves or others, that's the root of prejudice. We stop up our creativity like a cork stuck in a bottle and can't get the fluid in or out because we've jammed ourselves up. So blessings of freedom to all the people that this video touches. Creative freedom. Thank you, Jackie.
You're welcome.
What's your website, Jackie? Where are people going to go find your work?
thepowerofourstories.org.
Perfect. Fantastic. You're amazing. I love you.
Everywhere, right?
Oh my gosh. I
Creativity
love you.
and new ideas.
Yeah. Thank you for cultivating that today. We really need that. And I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The power of our stories. There we have it, friends. All right. We're going to end the live stream and be back in a little while. Actually 15 minutes or 10 minutes or 5 minutes from now. Close soon. Anyway, we love Jackie. Go visit her at the Power of Our Stories. If you want to share your story with her, in the chat is her email address and her website. And if you want to share this teaching with others, feel free. Yay.
Wonderful.
Any closing words, Jackie?
Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being creative. And thank you, Heidi, for helping us spread this beautiful work at this time. We've got plenty of time to write stories now, and they're important.
They are.
Okay.
See you soon, guys. Thanks, Jackie.
Bye.
Love you.